We got 3 winner go home games, and we are on an absolute heater. Let's talk some more baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and that's right. You see that smile on my face. Another 3-0 sweep yesterday. It was beautiful. For the second time in MLB history, we have 3 winner go home games on the same day. But let's stay hot. We're on a 23-9 run in the MLB in the last 32 bets. So I also hit that Dodgers sweep. But again, we'll go over that in just a second. Quick reminder, the Thursday Night Football Best Bets video is out now for the 49ers and the Rams. I give my 2 best bets in that game. We're on a nice 12-5 run in the NFL as well. But of course, any graphics you see in this video are from OUTLIER, the best betting research tool on the market today. Click that link below. You get a 7-day free trial. So let's get into it. And I have a dad joke for you. So here we go. All I got for Christmas was a deck of sticky playing cards. I'm having a hard time dealing with this. In this video, we're going to recap that beautiful day yesterday, and then we're going to go over the good and bad hitter matchups, the best pitcher strikeout matchups, the full 3-game pitcher report, and then, of course, we will finish it with the best bets and the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow as I completely lose my voice. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Come join this awesome community we have here. We talk MLB, NBA, and NFL all year round. So let's get it rolling, and that means it's recap time. All right, there it is, a nice 4-0 day. This first one is bittersweet. Tanner Bybee over 13.5 outs. He got the 14th out. He was cruising that inning, and then he gives up a single, and then a 4-pitch walk and gets taken out. I know some of you guys had that 14.5 outs, so unfortunately he got right at 14 outs. Brian Bayo under 4.5 Ks. I should have laddered this to under a half a K. Not one strikeout. Got taken out early like I anticipated. And then Yamamoto under 1.5 earned runs allowed. Easy winner there, and I say that. I know he gave up 2 runs in the first, but they weren't earned. If Teoscar Hernandez did not do what he did in the first inning, they wouldn't have had those 2 runs. So he gave up 0 earned runs yet again. The last one, the first series bet is a cash. Dodgers to sweep the Reds, never a doubt. Plus 140, we will take it again. The only other series bet we had was the Tigers to win it. That one's going to be tight. It's going to be tough. But 23-9-1 in the playoffs, 6-1 now, up 3.19 units. Let's keep it rolling into Thursday. But that's what we got for the recap. Now let's talk the hitter matchups. All right, we got 7 good hitter matchups for you today. Not as big as the last couple days, but Iglesias 7 for 13 off Jameson Taillon. And again, some of these guys might only get 1 at-bat or 2. It's going to be a crazy day for pitchers. But Tatis 2 for 6 down there. Torkelson 2 for 6. Nothing big. Dylan Dingler 2 for 5 off Slade Ciccone. So that's what we got for the best hitter matchups. Now let's take a look at the bad hitter matchups. Swanson struggling against Darvish. But again, look back at career and all that. Darvish is having one of the worst years of his career. And then Ryan O'Hearn 3 for 16 off Taillon. And then Bo Naylor off Flaherty, struggling, and Schneemann as well. Big one there, huh? 0 for 12 with 4 Ks if he even plays. Ian Happ 2 for 13 with 6 Ks off of Darvish as well. So that's what we got for the hitter matchups. Now let's talk some Ks. All right, we got one good pitcher strikeout matchup, and it's the rookie Connolly Early at the Yankees. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like I'm going to say all video long, these pitchers are all on a short leash. Everyone is available, all hands on deck. Their season is on the line. One of these guys just struggles early, and they're gone. So anyways, but early at the Yankees 13th highest K rate versus lefties last 3 weeks, over 25%. Early, 29 Ks in 19.1 innings. Yes, rookie who has not thrown a lot. 7+ Ks in 3 of his 4 starts. Again, on a short leash here. Too small of a sample size for home road or righty-lefty splits. He's faced the Athletics twice, Rays, and the Tigers. So that's what we got for the strikeout matchups. Now let's take a look at the pitcher report. All right, here are the 3 matchups for Game 3 win or go home. Flaherty versus Ciccone. Flaherty, this is going to be his 3rd start in a row versus Cleveland. Like we've been saying all series long, he gave up 4 earned runs, 8 hits in the 9.1 innings against Cleveland with 4 walks and 10 Ks. And then Slade, he has been either really good or really bad lately. In his last 5 starts, he's had 2 starts where he gave up 4 and 7 earned runs, and then 2 starts where he had 7 and 8 inning shutouts. Again, all of this stuff I'm saying may mean nothing because all of these guys are going to be on a short leash. Yu Darvish, it's been a rough season for him. Probably not going to last very long here. He had a 4.81 ERA, 2.98 average against in September. You see a 5.37 ERA. Does have a nice 3.85 expected ERA. But you know what? This is last game. I don't know if we're going to see all of a sudden some positive regression. But Jameson Taillon, he's been really good since his return. In the 6 starts, how about giving up just 6 earned runs and 24 hits in 34.1 innings? And then this one is wild to me, guys. We have a winner go home. In the Bronx, New York Yankees versus Boston Red Sox, the best baseball rivalry ever. And what do we have on the mound? 2 rookies. Connolly Early, the rookie, has made 4 career starts like we already talked about. He's given up a total of 5 earned runs and 17 hits in his 19.1 innings. Missing a lot of bats, as we already mentioned. And then Cam Schlittler, he's been great this year. Never faced Boston yet, but he's given up 1 or less earned run in 7 of his last 10 starts. He has 2 different 4 earned run starts mixed in there as well. But another high strikeout guy. Again, 2 rookies in the biggest game of their lives. Are they going to get some leash, or are they going to go 2 innings and then get yanked? We will find out. But that's what we got for the entire pitcher report and all the research help. Now it is time for the best bets. All right, this first one takes us out to Cleveland, Ohio, where the Guardians host the Detroit Tigers. Guardians moneyline -113, Tigers moneyline -107, total of 7 runs. The season went down to the last game to decide who wins the division, and now we are going to Game 3, winner go home. As you guys already know, my other series bet for this round was the Tigers to win the series. I'm not saying I'm super confident. I'm obviously not going to pick a side. I already got a side here, but these 2 offenses have been hard to watch. That's for sure. But my best bet in this one, like I said, fading pitchers might be the way to go here. Give me Jack Flaherty under 4.5 Ks, plus 102 on FanDuel for a half unit. When I first started writing it up, it was plus 110. Now it's plus 102. So I think it's moving in the right direction here for a reason. But remember, I already talked about it. I'll say it again in case you fast forwarded. Every single pitcher is on a short leash here. He could go deep into the game, but in order for him to go deep, he's going to have to pitch very well. I'm going to take my chances here. So let's talk Flaherty. As you can see by this outlier screenshot, he's already under this line in 3 of his last 5 starts. So I'm not just counting on him pitching 2 or 3 innings. If he goes a little bit deeper, I'm still okay with this. Again, he threw an average of 92 pitches in the last 5 starts and still went under in 3 of the last 5. He is definitely not guaranteed 92 pitches today. 2 of those starts were against Cleveland, like we mentioned. He had 4 Ks and 6 Ks, so 10 total in 9.1 innings. And I don't see him going, 5 or 6 innings in this one. So his K rate has dipped as he's gotten later in the season. 22.9% K rate in August, 24.1% K rate in September. No longer this 30 to 35% K rate guy like we saw in the first few months. Also, lower K rate versus lefties, 25% K rate versus lefties compared to 30.5 versus righties. That's huge because why? Well, the Guardians have a lot of lefties. Flaherty's outs line is juiced to the under of 12.5 outs. They're expecting 4 innings max out of him. So he'd have to obviously get 5 Ks in 4 innings. And it's going to have to be against the Guardians offense, who are now going to see Flaherty for the 3rd time in 2 weeks. They are a great contact team versus righties. Last 3 weeks versus righties, how about the 6th lowest K rate, 20.7%? You saw Casey Mize, who I think he went 3 innings, maybe 4. He had just 1 strikeout against Cleveland. Obviously, Flaherty's a little bit more of a strikeout guy, but overall, if he goes 5 to 6 innings, this bet's going to be a little tight, obviously. But if he gets in any trouble, the bullpen will be coming in. Maybe Tariq Skubal's available out of the pen. I don't think so. Just 2 days later. But again, all hands on deck here. So give me Flaherty under 4.5 Ks as my first best bet. All right, this second one takes us out to Wrigley Field, where the Cubbies host the San Diego Fathers. Cubs on the money line -116. Fathers money line -105 with a total of 7.5 runs. I'll give you my lean, by the way, at the end of this for the game that I have not bet yet. But let's get into the best bet on this one. Cubs first 5 innings, money line, -120 on Bet365 for a half unit. Remember that this means if there's a tie after 5 innings, it's a push, it's voided, we don't lose. So Padres bullpen is taxed, but they're still loaded with so many elite arms. I don't even want to mess with it. I'm going to isolate these 2 starting pitchers and offenses. Now, in the first 5 innings, we may get some bullpen, obviously. I'm not saying these starting pitchers are going to go 5 innings, but let's start with Yu Darvish, who's facing Jameson Taillon. But Darvish is struggling this year. 4.81 ERA, almost a 300 average against, 1.31 whip in September, like I mentioned before. And also, he's been horrendous on the road. 7.26 ERA, 2.73 average against, 1.32 whip. And he also struggles a lot more versus lefties. And he's going to see Michael Busch, Ian Happ, Kyle Tucker, 3 of the first 4 or 5 hitters. PCA, but he forgot how to hit. So here's the big stat for Yu Darvish on the road. This is how good the Padres have been. I'm joking here. Their record on the first 5 innings money line on the road when Yu Darvish pitches, 0-6-1. They have never, ever, 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 ever had a lead after 5 innings on the road with Darvish on the mound. Jameson Taillon, been in great form lately. Record for the Cubs with Taillon pitching at home on the first 5 innings, 6-2-2. That's pretty solid. Like I mentioned before, since his return from injury, 6 earned runs allowed, 24 hits in 34.1 innings. He has been great at home as well. 3.05 ERA, 2.04 average against, a low .92 whip. He is dominating at Wrigley. He has great command as well. A 5.2% walk rate, as you saw there on the pitcher report, but he's more of a fly ball pitcher, but he does limit hard contact. We got some slight wind blowing in here today. So offenses, both have been pretty even lately. I trust the Cubs at home a little bit more. Padres lack depth and sometimes just really frustrate me. But it would be nice if PCA and someone on the bottom of the Cubs order could get some stuff going as well. But overall, we have a really bad road starting pitcher in Darvish, just a bad pitcher in general this year. Again, 0-6-1 on the first 5 inning money line for him. And then I have a starting pitcher in solid form in Jameson Taillon, who's 6-2-2 on the first 5 inning money line at home. Cubs have been great all season at home, 50-31 this season. Again, they could take over the first 5 and still win this game, but Padres 38-43 on the road. I know maybe that doesn't matter much because this is all hands on deck, like I've mentioned, but I think the Cubbies come out, get to a lead early, and get to Yu Darvish because I really just don't think he's a very good pitcher this year. So give me the Cubs first 5 innings money line as my second and final best bet on the video. Yes, that means I do not have a bet for the Red Sox Yankees. I'm going to be honest with you on that one. It's tough. We got two rookies starting in their first game in the playoffs. We don't know if they're going to go 2 innings and then what bullpen guys are going to be used. We know Chapman and all those guys are available. Garrett Whitlock probably not available for Boston. But who's going to be coming in? Will some starters be coming in for the Yankees or Red Sox? It's just kind of a mess right now. If I had to lean one way, and I may end up betting it, if you can get a 7.5, I kind of like the over in that one. I think they can get to these rookies a little bit. But like I said, I don't have a bet in the Red Sox Yankees right now. So just these 2 bets, and that's all the research help as well. But before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, there it is. My 2 best bets so far. Jack Flaherty under 4.5 Ks at +102, and the Cubs first 5 innings money line at -120. If I have any added plays at all in that Red Sox Yankees game, it will be in the pinned comments below. Enjoy it. This is going to be awesome. 3 game 3s, win or go home in baseball. Nothing better. But thank you guys for the support. As always, just a reminder, go check out that Thursday Night Football Best Bets video as well. But hope you have a good Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon.